Alright, hello people, and welcome to the first breakup showcase of my 1 to 100 scale cardboard Titanic, or at least what's left of it. I have completely scrapped the stern extension because I don't need it anymore. I am currently trying to figure out how to properly make the breakup, so I've already ripped the ship apart. Don't worry, I'm gonna camouflage the breakup points, like those two. I'm gonna try to make the breakup look realistic, and I have a plan for that. I am gonna basically just take or build a wooden structure in here.
A few minutes later.
I still have here, and hey, not again. That's ridiculous. I had to take off a lot of ventilation machinery here for this to work, but gotta do what I gotta do in here. And I think this is it. Stop! This is where I have to intervene. I am sorry, but it's not the end of the video. I will now show you the finished breakup modification and the breakup itself. Let's go. Okay, so I've now finished the breakup mechanism. I've already tested it, and I'm gonna show you how it works first, and then I'll show you how I actually put those pieces together, and then you'll get to see the dry breakup, like here. So, here we have the inside of the ship. I just used the deck plans to make a really rough mock-up of how it would look inside there. I can of course not build the engines and stuff because the artificial draft kind of gets in the way. But yeah, here we can see this this interesting piece of wood, and here if I turn this, you can see a piece of metal attached to a 25 kilo servo, which can pull 25 kilos, and this retaining pin goes through here, and it would normally, this piece of wood, this would be behind here, so they're locked in place. And down here we have two pieces of wood going down, and they are gonna sit on here, so it sits in place where it should be. And of course I made the breakup spot of the forward tower at the expansion joint as it was in real life. So let's take a closer look at this piece, which is essentially just the bow section, or kind of a piece of it. Most of it will be submerged, but this is all just, the water is transparent and you're gonna see that through the water. Here we have a really small bow emulation lever. It's going through here. We have a wooden structure, because the actual structure here has to be out of wood up until here, because the cardboard would not hold up to the pressure off the stern. It would just buckle. So here we have another servo, and that is essentially the exact same thing. It goes through here, the retention pin, and the servo can pull it out, and the thing retaining the bow from falling down, or more like from going up from the pressure, is this right here. This deck house remained intact, and this thing is now doing this thing's job, it's the same thing. So now I'm going to show you how I assemble this whole thing. Here you can see all the wonderful decks, but I'm going to have to cover that up by placing this thing at the expansion joint, pressing it down, and trying to find the spot here, and it sits flush. Okay. I have to build pressure in between the two pieces, and do that in a very special way. I take it here at the skylight deck house, and then use my head to push against the stokehold vent here, like this. So, like that, I can generate pressure. I should find the thing first. And then I can force the retention pin in. Okay, that has worked. Okay, perfect. So, let's go to the bow section. take that like this, and slide it like that. And here I have to internally hold them together and also push their tension pin in. This might be a bit difficult to lift this up, kinda. Then force it in. Like that. Now, the three pieces are connected. Okay, so now that's dealt with, we can turn on the remote. Perfect. And if I now first reposition the camera, because you're not going to be able to see anything. Okay, like that. If I go here, get my foot down here, and now the stern is at an angle. Now I can just do this and this, and the breakup is perfect. Let's go. Okay guys, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this kind of messy, but I hope still entertaining and cool video, because it took me quite a while to design this and actually make it work, and now it just has to work in the lake, which is really probable because we have a bulkhead in here. That means I have buoyancy in here, which in turn just means that there's not going to be a whole ton of pressure on the expansion joint and on the other braking spot. So, still, wish me luck, and thank you for watching. Goodbye. And I can turn off my cool remote like this, and you can already hear the servos. Well, that was not planned.